Morning, folks. Welcome back to the ranch. Glad you're here. My name is Matt. This is Daisy running around here. Come on. Yeah. And we're in Fort McCavitt, Texas at the old Talbot Ranch that I have been blessed enough to inherit. I am fourth generation of this piece of property. For those of you that are new, we're building just a cabin and a getaway, just a place to be blessed and to bless others. As you can see, we are right on Talbot Lake, so there's great fishing. There's deer everywhere. Unfortunately, right in the middle of camp. Looks like we've got some pigs now that are coming in and rooting around, which is not the biggest problem in the world, but it's hard to grow grass when they're rooting everything up. For those of you that don't know, we are building a cabin. We are in a floodplain here because we're right on the lake and everything has to be built up in the air. So we've got 19 telephone poles sunk into the ground. And so I guess we are about 8 foot off the ground. We are trying to build everything out of reclaimed lumber as much as possible anyway. My buddy Kenny made a deal that got us a bunch of oak lumber. It's all rough sawn, but most of it can be run through a planer and a joiner and a table saw and cut it down to a true 2x6 size. That we're building all of our walls out of that oak. Today, it's just me and Daisy, and I'm gonna get up there and start trying to lay out all the lumber for our back wall now. Um, I hopefully have a couple buddies coming tomorrow to help me. Things just go faster when it's more than one person, and we're gonna jump into it, see what we can make happen. Anyway, y'all come along. What do you think? Are you supervising? Huh? I wish you'd tell me what I need to do because I don't have a clue. So as you can see, folks, we've got about 10 foot of wall, which means we're almost a third of the way done. Um, what I'm doing here is weird. Man, the wind has really tore things up. My little awning on the end has completely tore loose, and it's our floor tarp here is starting to shrink back. I don't understand how it's doing that, but it's the wind has gotten underneath it and it's got ripples and everything. And there's anyway a big huge fold in it. I gotta have to get down there and pull it all back down. But anyway, these are our reclaimed boards. I haven't really worried about the thickness here, but they are 5.5 inches wide after running them through the joiner and the table saw. They've also been run through the planer a few times to get the sides somewhat flat, but we're about a third of the way done. I've got this window completely framed out. I do need to do one upright here. We've decided since it's oak and it's really strong that we're only going to do 2 foot centers. I know that's within code. I wanted to do 16-inch centers, but that wall is going to be so heavy that we just can't lift it. The front wall, it was four of us and a 12,000 pound winch to get it lifted up. So our problem is we only have so many of these 10-foot boards because they're such a pain in the butt to process. My buddy Kenny has already left. He's up in God's country now. Well, that's not true. He's out of Texas. I think he's in Montana or Wyoming or something like that. But he's in Montana. Now I don't have him here for slave labor. I don't want to have to pull in those triangles off. So we try to save as many as the 10-foot ones as we can for these walls. And I process all the shorter boards out of what's downstairs. So I'm going to kind of take stock of what we need here and start processing boards. All right, so I had to stop the camera for a little bit. I called my wife and got her to send me pictures off my laptop at home of the layout, and she did an excellent job. She got everything that she could possibly get. Um, CAD programs are a little hard to navigate, and she did awesome. But it still doesn't have um, the information listed that I need for these layouts. And she got me enough information that I could get through the bedroom. So that's the bedroom, and then the closet will be just a 2 foot deep closet right here, just enough to hang a shirt in. Um, so we got framed out for the window all the way down to the closet. Next will be the bathroom, and I need to know where to frame out the window in the bathroom. And I've got it all laid out. I drew it all out um, in CAD, but it's just a diagram. So I know what to do, but I don't have the measurements. And dummy me, I left it. So, and my wife she can't get information that I don't have any way to tell her how to get to. I know it's there, but I don't know how to make it listed without being there. So it doesn't matter. Um, so it's like 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the day. I got I got more chores to do. I got feed to put in feeders. Spring turkey season's coming up soon, and I want to take my kids hunting. So that, and it's any day now, things are going to start sprouting. But right now, there is almost nothing for the animals to eat. Um, it's coming. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today. I don't know. It feels like it's high 70s, but I'm still wanting to put out feed for all the animals. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there for the night, and hopefully a couple of guys will be here to help in the morning, and we'll continue on. All right, y'all have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. It's been a busy morning already. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock, but I've just been bebopping along and doing all the things. Last week we had some pretty bad windstorms. There were even rumors that there were some funnel touchdowns, which I guess makes it a tornado, but nobody had any evidence of that. So, but I mean, we're talking like 50-mile-an-hour sustained winds. So it was, and I know it gusted like 60 or 70. We uh, we lost several trees around the ranch. None of them here that I've seen have been really big. Poor neighbors across the river, um, they lost a very big, very majestic, very beautiful pecan tree, and it was the size of this 200-plus-year-old one that we had here that fell right before we started the cabin. Sorry for the wind. It was such a beautiful morning, and I got up at 6:30, watched the sunrise, and it was like 57, 59 degrees. It was really nice. Um, put on regular pants and a t-shirt because I thought it's going to be a nice warm day again. Um, and I called my wife and told her good morning. Told her how much I loved her because I didn't get to. I fell asleep last night before I got to call her. And you'll notice I say "and" a lot. I'm trying to stop doing that, but I digress. Try to find different words. While I was talking to her on the phone, sorry, I got sidetracked there. While I was talking to her on the phone, it was a nice blue sky, beautiful sunny morning. Sun was coming up over the trees over here, and I watched this wall of clouds come in, and you can see it in the background. It's a bleary gray now, and it dropped like 10 degrees in the past 30 minutes. It dropped like 5 degrees while I was talking to her just for a minute. I mean, like with a quickness. So, um, been watering the trees this morning. I had to cut down one that was in camp and kind of fallen across a road down here. It was being held by another tree, so I pushed on the stump or pushed on the base of it with my truck and knocked it down, and then cut it up with the chainsaw and stacked all that firewood. Um, there I go saying again. But anyway, a couple people supposed to show up today. We'll see. They may have decided it's so bleary that they didn't want to come, and that's all right too. I'm going to continue on with the northeast corner and work my way this way. I kind of did that on the front wall as I started on each end. It kind of came together and it bit me in the butt right here in the center. But I will try to pay attention that I don't do that same mistake again. Um, I mean, we fixed the problem, but it's not the end of the world. That's the great thing about wood is you can cut it out and put in a new piece. Well, I guess it's the same way with steel. Grind it out, weld it up again. Um, but I think I'm going to start over here. Tucky is supposed to be bringing my laptop this morning, and my awesome wife did the best she could last night. I think I already said that. She took pictures of my CAD model and all my measurements, but I didn't have them listed for her to be able to take a picture of them. So, but I'm very appreciative of her trying. Um, I hope you all marry someone that literally, it's cliche, but somebody that completes you. Um, it's the best feeling in the world to know you have somebody that you can trust 1,000%. So I hope if this is my grandkids and great grandkids watching this, or even my kids, I hope you've all found somebody that is absolutely wonderful and completes you. So anyway, I digress again. I'm going to stop talking and get to work. Probably going to turn off the microphones because it's windy and I know y'all don't want to listen to that. So I don't know where I'll stick y'all. But I brought the saw and a bunch of lumber up this morning on the skid steer and just parked it right there. And there I go saying and again. Got to figure out a way not to do that. Be more well spoken. I guess if I would just think about what I was going to say. All right, gonna get to work. Y'all come along. Well, Tucky finally showed up. I mean, it's already half the day gone, but anyway, um, I'm not going to talk much because I know the wind's really bad. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Any words of wisdom you want to say? No?
Not after the end.
With friends like me, who needs an enema? Folks, we're done. We are physically, mentally, well, I wouldn't say emotionally, but we're just done. It's been a long day. It's about 6, no, 5:30. I don't know. It's, yeah, 5:15. So exactly. Yeah. Um, there I go saying again.
Huh?
Keep saying I hate that.
Get
I-
going up.
or I say all right. So all right. I hate it. I do the things that I don't want to do, and I don't do the things that I know I should do. What was that? That's Paul, but I don't remember what letter it was. Roman Roman 7. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna Third Corinthians. Last video I said Second Corinthians. There is no Second Corinthians.
Second Philippians.
Yeah, I did. I did say Second Philippians. There is a Second Corinthians. Um. Anyway, I don't have any idea what I'm talking about, so don't listen to me. We got the entire back wall framed. We put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. That one's just laying there. It's probably going to be on the ground when we come back next week. We put up 5 pieces of OSB, but that was mainly just to start squaring things up. We had a major discombobulation right here in the center. We weren't quite sure where it was at. We knew the math was right, but it did not line up. So we just started putting things in so we could pull everything square. Um, it's so nice to be here though and start making progress again because I was gone. We were gone for like 5 weeks. I hope y'all have a blessed day and we'll see you next week. Hopefully next week. Maybe for at least a couple hours next week. We have something Saturday night, or I have something Saturday night at church. I have to be there by 6. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.